Hi, I'm Scott.
And I'm Michele, and we are the owners of the Main Street Mouse.
And this is the Main Street Mouse weekly podcast, show number 214 for January 12th, 2026.
For your safety, remain seated with the doors closed, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside while the tram is moving. And supervise your children.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion.
Because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness!
Soar into tower. We are ready for takeoff.
Dead men tell no tale.
I know not who you are, nor how I came to find you. But may I just say,
Come on, everybody. Here we go.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, and happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
It's Monday again.
Feels
And
like a Monday to me.
you know what? Today doesn't feel like anything to me because for whatever reason, I got up this morning and I had like a whole list of stuff that I wanted to get done.
Okay.
And I started working and I sat my butt down and I'm like, how many times did I tell you? I can't believe it's 1:30. I can't believe it's 3 o'clock. I can't believe. And this day just got away from me and I don't know why. It was like Twilight Zone day.
It kind of was. Ava grabbed all your attention.
She kind of did. But no, seriously, it's just one of those days, and I think we all have them to where, like, we have the best intentions, and then before we know it, the day is over. But then there's those days that drag on, like, feel like eternity. And, like, remember we had a day last week, it was like Wednesday, and we would just watch the clock and watch the clock, and we just wanted to go to bed. We just wanted it over with. Just get it over with.
I just want to sleep and forget this day ever existed and start again.
Well, yeah, and it wasn't a bad day. It was a slow day. It was a long day. But today was a fast one. So, yeah, happy Monday. Happy very fast Monday over here.
Hopefully it was a fast Monday for all of you out there as well, to get through everything you may have had to do.
Right.
Unless you were at Disney celebrating something or having fun, then you probably didn't want to rush and get it over with.
Right. Maybe you're still there. Maybe you need a jacket at this point because it is getting cold. The hullabaloo is all about it getting cold in Florida this week.
Yeah, Friday's gonna be. We have an event on Friday. We're gonna be out in that.
Yeah, we have a media event early in the morning that starts on Friday, and it's going to be like in the 30s, 40s, around there. So I will be getting out my winter coat and my gloves and my special hat that I wear to everything. I do have a special hat.
And most likely, I will have on shorts and a hoodie.
Because you're nuts, man. And then when
That's
you're
bad.
cold, I'm going to be like, sorry.
Have
too
I
bad.
ever said I was cold?
But I'm going to insist you put pants on that day. I'm going to be so mad if you wear shorts. It's 30 degrees. You're not wearing shorts.
It's not gonna be 30 all day. It's actually gonna be even into the 30s during the day.
Okay, but it's like a high of
48.
a high of 48. That's crazy.
I mean, well, 48 in the morning.
And you know what? I will die on this hill. Florida cold is different. It is bone chilling cold.
So looking at it now, the high is gonna be 58 that day.
But we probably won't be there when it's 58.
Yeah. It says that's gonna
Let's
be.
go morning, 7
That's
o'clock
gonna be
in the
about 2
morning.
o'clock. Whoa.
Go 7 in the morning.
7 in the morning will be about 42.
No, that's a no, sir. I'm cold just thinking about it.
I know you are. You get cold so easy.
But you have to admit, okay, so this afternoon, I don't know. Oh, I was messing around with something. I was putting something on the porch, and Ava was out the screen door, and the front door was open, and we got that cross breeze.
That was a nice breeze, though.
And you even said, "Whoo, it got cold."
It got cold, but I also went and took my hoodie off and put on the lighter shirt.
You did because we had it hot in the house. But yeah, so if you're going to be in Florida this week, bring a jacket because it's going to be chilly.
Or Disney will have jackets, gloves, and scarves and everything at the register.
Expensive ones at that. So if you want to spend like $120 on like a fuzzy
puffy jacket.
Hey, no. So we were at the Springs yesterday, and I was looking at merch, and there was a puffy jacket that was like $80, and then there was one that had Mickey heads on it that was like heavy, like fleece, was like $130.
Wow.
And I'm like, for this? So I don't know if it was a brand name or something, but I was like, no. And I loved the Mickey one. I didn't love it that much.
Well, it's more for the people going home, too. I mean, because people here, you don't need those. How many jackets do we need to live here?
Well, this week,
This week, yes, but most of the time.
But I have jackets that I have. But anyway, cold, cold, cold. Anyhow, so
It's cold out
it's
there.
cold. Baby, it's cold outside.
So last week, we had a lot going on, but we didn't do a lot. That makes sense. So Tuesday, we did go over to the Hollywood Studios because you had heard the report that the new food booth had opened in the Toy Story area.
Yeah, so where the construction walls were when you walk through Galaxy's Edge towards Toy Story Land.
Just before the bathrooms there.
Yeah, just by the bathrooms. There was a little food cart that opened. It's supposed to be like a tipped over popcorn bucket.
Yes.
Not a Disney popcorn bucket per se, but like the box. It's
They
a
had
box.
like toothpicks opening windows, holding the windows like they were awnings and stuff like that.
Yeah, so nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy.
So we went over there because curiosity got the best of me and wanted to go see what it's all about. And it basically had like what every other food stand has, but it had like pizza spring rolls.
Pizza Planet spring rolls, because pizza ones are at Magic Kingdom. These are Pizza Planet spring rolls.
So they just put Planet on the description.
That's all they did. But I thought it was humorous, and I'm gonna go on my Heinz ketchup.
Here we go. Really,
Because what was the marinara sauce they gave with these Pizza Planet spring rolls?
Oh, here we go.
What kind was it, Jill?
It was real cold.
Red gold.
Red gold.
Marinara sauce, or as they like to call it, ketchup.
So then they did have, it was the same brand of his hated ketchup. And of course, he went on a tangent saying, I bet you it's the same thing.
I got up on the top of that popcorn bucket and I yelled to everybody around me, let's sign a petition to ban Red Gold. Now, there's probably somebody out here who works for Red Gold that's like, no!
Or
and I'm
one
sorry.
day somebody's going to send you a box of Red Gold just to be Smarty Pants.
I will put it out by the garbage.
He was all twisted up, you guys. He was all twisted up. He's like, did you see that crappy marinara?
They probably took the ketchup, put it in the marinara cups, and said, here we go.
But they probably made it a little thicker for the marinara.
Maybe.
So my guess is that you would not like the marinara any more than the ketchup because you just don't like it.
No, it's horrible.
So, okay, we did not get the pizza spring rolls.
And the reason, and I love pizza.
You love pizza.
But I hate the spring rolls at the Magic Kingdom, so I'm sure these ones as well.
Sacrilege. You used to like the cheeseburger spring rolls.
Those ones remind me of a White Castle, but without all the big time grease.
So, they reminded me when I used to eat beef of like a rolled up Big Mac.
Oh, maybe. They have that sauce, whatever that dipping sauce that comes with them.
Yeah.
Those are good. But the pizza ones, I just never thought they were good.
Okay, so I saw a couple of people who tried them, and they were just like, yep, it's a pizza spring roll. Like, they didn't have anything like, majestic to say. And maybe it's because of the dipping sauce.
Maybe they should have got Totino's to sponsor it.
Totino's
and had the pizza rolls. And you got like 5 of them in a cup, and they could have relabeled them Pizza Planet.
Pizza Planet.
And I think that would have done better. Or Bagel Bites. You could have done Bagel Bites.
Okay, I like Bagel Bites.
And they're small, so you could have said these are full-size bagels, but they've been shrunk down.
But saucers, because they're
yes,
like
you could have done
pizza
something
saucers.
with it. Hey, that's
Pizza
a sponsorship.
saucers.
Yeah, they missed a sponsorship idea there.
Somebody didn't consult us because we have ideas, and especially when it comes to food.
Yeah. We got lots of ideas about food.
Pizza saucers.
Pizza sauce. See, they missed the mark.
I like that.
And they serve it on a popcorn thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think it could have been done more. But they had like the frozen lemonade, and they had like popcorn, and they had
drinks too.
They had alcohol, which, if you like that sort of thing, which I do. But it's just another place to get your usuals.
Yeah, because 30 feet ahead is the lunchbox, Woody's lunchbox,
which has better stuff.
But
different because so you can buy alcohol at the new popcorn stand.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still okay. Follow me. When you walk around Disney, let's say Hollywood Studios, because they do have booze there.
Yes.
Okay. you could walk around and let's say, oh shoot, I missed this booth, and wish I would have got frozen lemonade.
Right.
But go a couple booths over, you're gonna get a frozen lemonade. So
Right.
it's not tragic if you miss something.
Yeah, it's not like it's available at one location and that's it.
No, and I want to say the new popcorn stand. You know what? I have pictures.
I'm trying to pull up the menu right now.
I have it.
Oh,
if
do
you
you?
give me one moment.
Because I'm not seeing. Yeah, they don't have that listed on the dining, and well, unless I don't know the name of it, and that could be why.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you in a minute
Okay, I'm waiting.
because I have it.
I'm sure you.
Okay, so it says popcorn and snacks on the side of the bucket.
Okay. Our original naming.
Dun, 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 popcorn and snacks. And the menu at popcorn and snacks is popcorn and snacks.
Wow, go figure.
Okay, so you wanted to know about the beverages with alcohol. Okay, they have that other places. Jack Daniel's whiskey with Coke. So Jack and Coke.
Okay. Yeah, they
Okay.
have one of those over by where Muppets Courtyard was.
Rum and Coke.
Yeah.
Vanilla vodka and Coke. Oh, that might be good. And then they have beer. So a whiskey and Coke or a rum and Coke or a vodka and Coke is going to cost you $16.50. The Pizza Planet spring rolls are $9.49.
I'm guessing you only get two of them.
You
if you're
get
in the menu.
two.
They're small.
Yeah, and it says you only get two. So you also can get a churro, you can get popcorn, you can get a popcorn refill. You can get a Mickey's Premium Bar, you can get an ice cream sandwich, you can get a frozen lemonade that I was talking about, or the strawberry frozen lemonade, and everything else you got your Coke products, your Dasani, Smart Water,
The
etc.
normal stuff.
Yeah.
What's funny is it's not on the app. I'm looking at the Hollywood Studios map on the app right now. They do not have that place on there.
Okay,
Not
people
even-
were talking about
Not
that.
even on the map.
That's
The
weird.
building doesn't even exist, so there's no menu, of course, on the app for it as of yet. But I know that menu because we looked at the menu and we, of course, weren't going to get anything from there. But then I was like, I really want an ice cream. So
you really wanted it.
I wanted ice cream. I don't know why, but I wanted ice cream. So we walked over to the ice cream place that's down by the tower.
Yeah.
And we both got a sundae, didn't we?
I
think
got a
so.
sundae.
We both got a hot fudge sundae.
Yes, I did. I didn't finish it all because
I did.
okay, when they got to my sundae,
Mm-hmm.
they were squirting the hot fudge out, and it was the sputter of hot fudge.
It was the red gold of hot fudge.
It was the last in the bucket, and it was like a splat, and they gave it to me with a splat, and there was like hardly any hot fudge.
Right.
But then I saw them
Brought a whole new.
brought a whole new bucket of hot fudge over, and I was half tempted to be that person and be like, "Can I have some like real hot fudge
Can
now?
I get a couple extra squirts of
Can
hot
I
fudge on
actually
there?
get some?"
Yeah.
But I didn't because I'm not that person.
Like, I want to taste the hot fudge.
I want to be able to taste it. Like I didn't want just plain vanilla ice cream. I wanted, chocolate. Not that I need it, by the way. But you mentioned ice cream, and I usually don't turn it down.
And it still sounds good.
Yeah, I kind of want it right now.
Yeah.
And all you listening at home that want ice cream now, you're welcome. So yeah, the new food stand really doesn't have much new except for the spring rolls. But I don't know. Maybe they just it's easier to come up with. Okay, let's talk about the spring rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, I don't think they always have the. Do they always have the pizza ones at Magic Kingdom?
It's always been pizza, and the cheeseburger ones are always. Every time I go by it. Now, for a while there during the 50th, they had a special like a buffalo chicken one.
Ooh.
But I never did try it while it was there. And
Because
I
the
think-
line is usually long there. And you know
Line
what
is
I think it is? I think it's the novelty of it.
Right.
Because you got people online that, you got influencers or whoever and be like, oh my God, I just had a spring roll.
How do they say it?
Oh my God. And then you have other people who are like, oh my God, I have to go try a spring roll.
Right.
And it goes like wildfire because
It does.
just because if it catches the internet's attention, then it's a go.
It goes viral.
Viral. So yeah, I don't necessarily think it's because it's good,
No.
but it's because. But okay, so do you remember? I don't know if you were there or not,
I don't know.
but one of the media events I was at, I think it was for Tron. I don't know, but they gave us park food.
Okay.
And they had a whole heat up tin
I was there.
cheeseburger
Yes,
spring rolls.
Yes.
You remember?
Yep.
And but they tasted better that they gave us than they did in the park.
So we had them there, but we also had them a couple years ago out at Epcot for the holiday party outside of Epcot that they had for us the one time during one of the media events they were having.
Was that holidays? Festival of
I
Holidays?
want to say it was holidays because I think we had
Or
Mickey
art.
and Minnie in Christmas attire back behind the store that was there. They were
Oh
doing
no,
a
it was
photo op.
arts. Because
Was it
you know what?
arts?
I remember what jacket I was wearing.
Okay, but they did have, but one of the food stations they had the cheeseburger.
Okay,
spring
yes,
rolls.
because I was waiting behind that store for Mickey and Minnie, and I have a picture with them. That's the only reason why I know.
And I think I had like 47.
And
of
I
the spring
didn't.
rolls.
And they had, of course, they had the desserts and all that. But yeah, they were better. I feel like they were better for us. And the Tron one, they also had the noodles from Ohana.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my friend John, like we ate a lot. I had a lot of noodles.
The noodles fill you up.
Noodles are good. But anyhow, so they have
Oh,
them.
we haven't eaten dinner.
I know. We did it again. We're always talking. So you guys, we don't eat dinner before we record. We just start talking and we eat afterwards. And then once the show is published, we play the game back and forth. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want for dinner? Blah, blah, blah.
And
So-
usually Aiden orders food while we're in here.
Yes,
recording,
because
so-
he's like, I forget you people. I'm going to get my own DoorDash. But yeah, so we always record when we're hungry. But, and you know, here, let me put a disclaimer. I am not, what's the word? I'm not making fun of or dogging anybody who loves these spring rolls. I'm not.
No, more power to you.
More power to you. But maybe we're just getting older and crabby and or you know what I think it is? We live here.
Well, yeah, and we want more value for the. I mean, we're not on vacation, and when you're in vacation
Yes.
mode, prices are different in vacation mode as they are when you live here.
Uh-huh.
Because we're sitting there looking at $9.50 or whatever for two spring rolls. I can go to Miller's Ale House and I can get the biggest buffalo chicken sandwich and fries for $14, and I don't even finish it because it's so much food.
That's true. So we look at it different. So please understand before anybody gets mad at us, we are locals, and locals don't like to spend, generally speaking, a lot of money in the parks because we can go home and order something that is cheaper. But then again, you know, we were there. We went into the ice cream place, spent money on ice
Yeah,
cream.
we spent $20 on ice cream.
Yeah, but we had a gift card. So, it just depends on how you look at it. But I guess vacationers look at stuff differently. And I think about, okay, we will be here 12 years this year, which isn't crazy to me.
They said it wouldn't last.
And they said it wouldn't last. So when we vacationed here with the kids, oh yeah, we won all the novelty things. We wanted them. So maybe that is the way to look at it, because we're locals, so you have to take what we say with a grain of salt.
Or if you're on the dining plan, you don't even think about it.
Right.
Because it's included in the dining plan. So a snack, I want to say the spring rolls count as a snack.
And if you get a snack, regardless of what it is,
Right.
and if you don't like it, and you're on a dining plan, no biggie.
You just lost one of your snacks.
Like
but
no
it's
big
not-
deal. Like it's not a big deal. And a lot of people, like we said, our friend Sarah, when she's on the dining plan, her and her mom that time, they had a ton of extra food. So it just depends on your view.
I
But
remember talking to somebody years ago who was on the dining plan, and they saved all their snacks till they were getting ready to leave, and they went and got tons of jelly beans from the candy cauldron or whatever it was. like
yeah,
by
all
the
kinds of
pound ones,
candies.
and took it home.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can do
You
that.
can do that too. But yeah, so interesting. But they do, for those of you who saw the new stand and wanted to rush right over, there's really not much different there.
Right. There's nothing there that you can't find. I mean, granted, you can't find the spring rolls anywhere else at the studios, but you can find them at another park.
Or you can go, like you said, and get the pizza rolls or bagel bites and do the same thing.
You can. You can make them in the microwave at the room.
Pizza rolls. Oh my
They probably
gosh.
sell them in the stores.
Actually, they do. You have bought frozen pizzas in the gift shops at Disney hotels.
DiGiorno pizzas, because they have this little microwavable tray in there. They're just little tiny ones. I remember because we've stayed there. I've done it a few times.
You've done it a few times.
But when we've stayed for a media, they have do a staycation for media type thing.
And you get hungry at night, you go down and get a pizza.
I go down and get the $5 pizza. I go back and make it in the room. That's what I have.
Yeah, so yeah. All right, so there's that.
So that was Tuesday. Another thing that you did notice, though, It's been 11 years since the Sorcerer hat left the studios.
Yeah, so my Facebook memories reminded me that we said goodbye to the Sorcerer hat 11 years ago in the past week.
And that's crazy that we were only here about 6-7 months before it was gone. Feels like it was a lot longer.
Yeah, it does feel like a lot longer because it was 2015, and we moved here in 14 in the summer.
Right.
But it was interesting because I remember all the opinions, if you will, back
There
then.
was a lot of them.
Save the hat, get rid of the hat, people. I didn't mind the hat. I know a lot of people did mind it because it blocked the Chinese theater, and but it was like the icon of the park. So for the longest time, you know, the hat symbolized Hollywood Studios.
Correct. And before that, it was the theater was pretty much, wasn't it?
The mouse ear tower.
Oh yeah, the
thingy.
mouse. I forgot about the tower. You don't. Yeah, that got taken out also.
I used to see it back by the backlot tour.
Mhm.
It's crazy how much the studios has changed.
It really does.
So
I just looked it up. It actually, the structure's removal began January 7th of 2015,
okay,
and it was completely gone by February 25th.
they got rid of it quick.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the rumor was that John Stamos bought the hat?
I know. I was wondering, did he buy any piece of it?
I know he did not buy the hat, but the thing online was he bought it for his yard, and I'm sure he has a very large yard because he's John Stamos.
Well, now you could find it probably from Google Earth. He's got the helmet up.
But I remember like him or somebody coming out saying that he does not have the hat in his yard.
Right. It's funny because it talks about the reason it was taken down, though, was because of the Star Wars fireworks, which we no longer have.
Isn't that crazy? Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it says it was removed for the Star Wars fireworks show, and that's why they took it down, because it was blocking the view, because you needed to see the front of the Chinese theater to see the projections.
Oh
that were in the theater.
yes.
That was the best. Still to this day, I still say it's one of the best shows Disney has ever done for a nighttime show.
It was pretty awesome, and I don't know why they bring it back. There's no reason why they don't bring it back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and they can't say, "Oh, we want to keep all Star Wars stuff in Galaxy's Edge," because you have the Star Tours on the one side of the park. You had the launch bay until recently, but we are getting a new ear hat. So there's gonna be a much smaller version of it, but we are getting a new ear hat, Sorcerer hat, I should say.
Yeah, it's just very strange to me. I did not know that, so thank you for that little tidbit of information. It was about the Star Wars fireworks, which we don't have, which we should have.
Which makes sense, though, is why they tore it down then, because they had a
So
plan to
that
do
makes
that.
sense.
Yeah.
But to tear like the icon of the park down for fireworks is interesting, and then to not have those fireworks anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, and not many. I mean, 11 years is not that long if you really in park times, because we had Illuminations for 20 years. We had Wishes for how many years was that one there? So it's like that.
I think you get used to things, don't you?
Yeah, kind of.
Like we don't think about how many years per se something has been, but it's you just get used to seeing it.
And it's also funny because everybody, the ear hat or the Sorcerer hat was the icon of the park. Then it was the Earful Tower. Then it was that.
That's what it's called.
And then everybody's like, "Oh, it's gonna be the Chinese theater," and it became the Tower of Terror.
Yeah, so it's still not that.
Fooled you.
Yeah, fooled you. Spaceballs reference. But yeah, and okay. So let me ask you this. So it's been 11 years, and the Sorcerer hat had been there for quite a while, and people would stand in the middle of the street to try to get pictures look like the hat was on them.
Right.
I have a picture of myself with the
You
hat
do.
on my head. It was there, and now it's not. I have a hard time remembering that it was there. What about you?
Yeah, I do. I remember there was a pin store underneath it.
Pin store, yes.
And I think I only went. We didn't do pins, so we barely ever went up there.
But we would walk underneath it just for fun.
Walk underneath it for fun, but I missed the photo ops down the street with that in the background.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
it
kinda
was
boring.
it was a great photo op to have. It was kind of like standing on Main Street and having the castle in the background. It was similar to that. I mean, you can get that with the tower, but the tower really doesn't scream Disney. It's not the magic of Disney was in that Sorcerer hat.
Well, sure.
And you don't get that with the Tower of Terror is a great ride. Don't get me wrong at all. I love it. But it doesn't really scream Disney history, Disney. You know, you think of
Magic.
spaceship or you think of the golf ball.
The golf ball.
The sorcerer hat, the tree of life, and the castle.
You called it the golf ball. You should just your Disney card is taken away. I know you said it in
I
fun
did it on purpose.
because I know you don't call it that.
No, it's a wiffle ball.
It's, it's a wiffle ball. No, I agree with you, and I think that you are spot on there, Atwood, with what you just said about how the tower is great, but it doesn't scream Disney magic.
No.
And because it's the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror where people got electrocuted in an elevator.
The little girl was holding a Mickey plush.
Yeah.
But and my other problem with it though is there's another there's actually a couple other towers. The biggest one being in California, it's the Avengers Tower, but it's still the same facade type building. So I mean, why is that not the icon of that park?
No, the wheel is.
Yeah, but I mean, if you have the same, because they did have the same ride for quite some time out
They
there.
did, yes.
Why not use something that's unique to that park? You know?
Okay. I you know what? I really enjoy your points with all of this.
Thank you.
This is very, very good.
Point talk with Scott.
Yeah, no, really, because you're bringing up things that making me like stop and think that I didn't think about before.
And that's the thing I think a lot of Disney fans don't ever think about the things like that. They get mad. You can't take away our sorcerer hat. You can't take away this.
Can't
you can't take away that.
No.
But nobody really thinks about what's going to come afterwards. So, you know, like Tom Sawyer Island to me was an icon of that park. Not the icon of Magic Kingdom, but it was an iconic area of the park that had been there since forever.
Mm-hmm.
And without that there, it's going to look so weird to not see that park. But again, Walt Disney World is a tourist park.
Right.
Where Disneyland is a locals park and more
history.
Yeah, more history out there. And I don't think they could get away with doing some stuff in Disneyland they can do here.
No, but let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just like I just said that when Disney takes things away, we forget they were there to a point.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, you don't even think about it. You don't walk past, like when you're going to go to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, you don't, oh, the hat was here. I mean, you don't do that anymore.
No, you see the big neon sign for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Yeah, you don't think about there was a pin store here.
And how many kids or people who didn't come when it was there have no idea.
Have no idea.
It's almost like the Pink Castle. How many people remember the birthday cake castle?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
and now they're going to repaint the castle that for the 50th, and there's going to be people that don't remember that.
Yeah.
But here was my point, and I think it just went bye-bye.
No, you were talking about how they take
got
away
it back.
stuff.
Got it back. Sorry, medicated. So, I don't really pay attention that the sorcerer hat was there, even though it had been there forever.
Right.
Do you think that people will get to a point where they're going to walk past where Tom Sawyer Island was, and it's not going to be, you're not going to think about it anymore?
Right. So I think the true lifelong Disney fans are going to remember it, but I don't know if they're going to remember to the point of like, oh, I can't believe we got this, or are they going to go ride the new Cars ride?
I think people will get over it once they see what Disney puts there. I just do.
Yeah. As long as they don't remove the iconic attractions. And I can't even say that because I remember some people have always said if they touch Pirates, if they touch Mansion, there will be a revolt.
Uh-huh.
And you can't change those.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard an interview with Jason Sorrell one time who worked on both of those.
Right.
And he changed things in both of them. And nobody said boo about it.
But
he didn't take them out.
Right, you're not completely changing it.
Yeah, if they ever took out the Mansion, or they were going to close down the Mansion, those people that we make fun of who do petitions for stuff,
we'd be having the petition.
I'd be having the petition. I would I would tie myself to the front of the building. No,
you would have people oh my gosh, no, you can't. There's certain things that you just can't get rid of, and
cancel my pass. I'm done.
Yeah, Haunted Mansion would be an absolute tragedy.
Mm-hmm. That ride is so historic. It wasn't an opening day attraction at Disneyland even, but it's become a ride that is just synonymous with Disney parks.
Of course it is.
Across every park.
And everybody knows the mansion, and it's one of those things. Yes, it is a quote-unquote haunted mansion, but it's not a Halloween ride.
No, not
it's
at all.
a year-round thing. And Like, I remember the first time I went on, I was scared to death to go on it because I hated that stuff.
Right.
But I was glad that, my dad made me go.
Right, because you loved it after that. I remember John telling us a story one time that when he was a kid, his dad basically had to drag him on it, and he said that was back in the day when you had to pay per ride.
Mm-hmm.
And he said his dad drug him on, and he rode it, and then he said his dad had to keep buying him passes to keep riding it the rest of the day because he loved it that much.
And he still loves it. He's
Still
got
loves it.
like Haunted Mansion paintings in his living room.
He does.
But yeah, so anyway, boy, that took a big old turn,
It
didn't
did take a
it?
big old turn. But I like going down those type of discussions though, because I think they're fun to talk about those things that Disney of yesteryear.
Yeah.
So go in the Wayback Machine
Yeah. Oh, also, since we're still talking about Disney,
Studios.
no.
Oh.
No. We're going to talk about how I feel justified. I feel like what I said was absolutely spot on.
I know what you're going to talk about.
I feel like I am the leader
Sit back
of
down.
a revolution of anti-nasty chicken at Disney parks because people asked me to see the chicken picture, and you know what?
You showed it.
I showed it to them, and you know what they said? Ew, that's disgusting.
But that one chef from Disney shouldn't have asked you to see it. I mean, that was just wrong. I couldn't believe he asked you for the picture.
There were people that came out of the woodwork and agreed with me. They're like, Disney is trying to be cheap and put nasty chicken. And our friend Bob, who listens to this show, hi Bob, even
Who just ran a whole lot.
even Bob commented that they tried to pull a sneaky on one of the chicken sandwiches. Now, at a sit-down restaurant.
The sci-fi, wasn't it?
I think it was sci-fi. I'm not 100% sure. But they made it said a chicken thigh sandwich.
well,
Like, who makes a chicken sandwich with a thigh?
Yeah, it was a chicken. Well, actually,
It was nasty.
no, because Art Smith does it too with his.
Okay,
biscuits.
but Art Smith, and that's why I don't eat their stuff.
But yeah, it was a chicken cordon bleu sandwich. I think Bob had said.
But he said they tried to be sneaky about it, and he was like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up just to make sure that was the right one, but I'm pretty sure that was it.
Yeah, now I have to go back on my Facebook page.
Doing it here. Let's see. Fried chicken cordon bleu sandwich. Fried chicken thigh topped with ham and melted Swiss cheese on a bed of arugula with our signature maple Dijon served on a brioche bun.
Okay, that's a nightmare sandwich if you ask me.
Oh, for you, because you don't eat ham and you don't eat dark meat chicken. So
that is a nightmare sandwich. But the whole point of it all was Bob proved my point that they're trying to do this now. You know, Art Smith, yeah, and that's why I don't eat their chicken. But they do have white meat chicken sandwiches.
Art, I've had the thigh biscuit, the chicken biscuit.
It's a thigh biscuit. No,
and it's actually the way
No.
he makes it is very good. The flavor of it's very good, but the dark meat thigh chicken, whatever you want to call it, that was on there. I mean, seriously. It reminded me, so this week I saw something on one of the news channels that there's these people in Indiana or Illinois that are suing McDonald's because they proved that the rib sandwich, the McRib, doesn't have actual rib meat in it at all.
Yeah.
I'm thinking somebody should find out from Disney if this is real chicken on that dark meat.
It's chicken fat.
Yeah, it's something because
It's chicken fat.
it's just...
Okay, but at least you know what you're getting with the thigh biscuit.
I just wish somebody could explain, because why does all the pricing go up? You know what? I could go to Walmart right now. I could buy 5 pounds of chicken breast for $14. You know how many of those buffalo chicken pizzas I could make for $14?
Oh my gosh, so many.
Because they put like 4 slices of chicken on the whole sandwich with a crumbling of Cool Ranch Doritos. It's not that much. But how many chicken fingers do they throw away at the end of the night? You know, that they could be using... Dice up a chicken tender, throw it on the pizza, problem solved. It's white meat chicken, and it's probably going to be a lot easier for the cooks.
Right, chop up a chicken tender.
Right.
But okay, so I don't want to totally soapbox it this week, but I just want to say I'm taking a virtual bow that I am correct in how I felt.
Virtual. You stood up and bowed.
I'm sitting right here. I've not gotten up out of this chair. Because I don't want my headphones to pull off. But I just want you to understand that those that wanted to see, it's like a secret picture. I have the chicken fat picture.
Secret Disney Society of Chicken
Yes,
Thighs.
and people that asked me to see it were like, that is the nastiest thing. and it's disgusting.
But you know what? But I'm glad that you brought it to people's attention, because how many people might have ordered it thinking it was something they had 2 years
Like
ago?
the old one. And
Yeah.
this, I ordered this like not that many months ago, and it was still fine.
Right.
You know, we go over there to have a nice evening out, enjoy the Christmas lights, and we get like nasty fat chicken pizza.
We were still hungry on the way home.
I was so upset. It made my stomach flop. It was like, this is the nastiest thing. And the more I scraped to the side, the more fat pieces I found.
Well, you can't get the cheese and everything. You're scraping all of it.
Yes!
Because it's all attached. I mean, it's all melted together, so you're
How
stuck.
many bites of that did I have? Hardly
Oh, God.
any.
If we wouldn't have had a gift card, I would have asked for a refund.
Oh, for sure. We would have been those people. And something like that would have been justified. And not the cast members' fault, of
No,
course.
it's not their fault at all. They just deal with what the powers
What
that
they're
be tell them to
given.
serve.
Yeah, but like what is this sparkly, fat
And I get it.
pizza?
I get it. As a former manager, you know that when your boss comes to you and says, hey, you got to cut costs, you do whatever you got to do to cut costs because your job could become on the line. However, don't raise your prices as much as they have and cut the quality. Keep the quality the same. If you have to raise the price, but it's still the same chicken or it's still the same taste or not tasting like cardboard, because you had me try the flatbread because it had been sitting in the heat lamp.
I couldn't eat it because of my jaw,
Yeah,
and
so your jaw, you couldn't-
it was a big waste for me, and I felt very sad because it was something that I always enjoyed.
Yeah, that was like our last walk up at Magic
I
Kingdom.
don't think I still got to write that article, by the way. But yeah, all right. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know and thank you out there who agreed with me about the fat pieces.
You realize we're 36 minutes in and we're still on the first adventure by Florida.
Okay, go. Sorry.
So, reason we didn't really go to Disney much this week, though, after that, is it was race weekend. Walt Disney World Marathon weekend, which is insane here. 30,000 runners, I think, is what came upon here, plus their families that
Yeah.
with them. So everything was just
Absolutely
insane.
packed. So again, us locals usually take a back seat until,
Unless you're a runner.
unless you're a runner, absolutely. But we we don't run. But so we did skip it.
But
It's been continuously busy at Disney
it
between
has
the
not slowed down.
holidays and then the race weekend,
Mhm.
and then this coming weekend is EPCOT. So it's just I'm gonna be
Doesn't
quiet
stop.
because we know we got stuff to get through. I feel relatively chatty this week.
Well, the next thing I was saying, Adventures of Florida Living, is the Main Street Mouse / House of Mouse Expo made a huge, monstrous announcement nobody saw coming on Thursday.
We did.
I mean, some people, because you had been teasing out little.
I really haven't said much because we weren't sure either.
Right, because but we're going to talk a lot more about this later.
Mm-hmm.
But if you missed it Thursday, we did drop a video. You can see it on the House of Mouse page. You can see it on Main Street Mouse pages. The announcement of House of Mouse Expo is returning.
It is.
July 31st through August 2nd, 2026. And guess where we're finally moving the expo to? The place I have dreamt about having it.
Disney property. We are going to the Wyndham Disney Springs
Lake Buena
and
Vista, yeah.
Lake Buena Vista, right over the bridge by Earl of Sandwich. And I'm going to keep pushing that because I want people to understand how close it is.
It's so close.
Like, you could go get you a sandwich at Earl Sandwich. You go get yourself the holiday turkey special, and you can bite and eat that sandwich all the way over the bridge, and bam, before you're even done with your holiday turkey sandwich, you're going to be in front of the Wyndham.
Yeah, seriously, is the first.
That's a good way to sell
if
it.
You take the pedestrian bridge over the road right there.
Yeah.
By the Earl of Sandwich, the very first hotel is the Wyndham. Like Buena Vista
Is
is
the
first
Wyndham.
hotel. So yeah, we are so close. We're going to talk a lot more about this in a little bit, but yeah, I'm very excited about where it is. We'll talk about what took us so long to make the decision. We'll get into all that later.
Yeah.
So, but we just wanted to kind of mention that. Another thing I wanted to mention really quickly before we keep going on is Disney dropped a whole bunch of new travel deals for Walt Disney World.
Uh-huh.
And we did blog about it, but also there's all kinds of new banners on our website that you can go out there and click on it. And there's like buy 4 days, get 2 days free, save, I want to say 30 or 35% for locals. So click any of those banners, be connected to our official travel partner, MEI Mouse Fan Travel. They will help you get those deals, and they will tell you the best time to go, and it's just wonderful. So make sure you guys check that out.
Yes, please. MEI Mouse Fan Travel.
Yes, exactly. So upcoming media events. So we have, we mentioned these both last week. We haven't had any new ones since that, but we have a media event tomorrow at the Springs. We're going to see the Disneyland Handcrafted. We're going to get a preview of that, as well as Leslie Iwerks will be there speaking about the show, the new Disney Plus show that's coming.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that.
I know you are.
I am. I hope I get to meet her.
I know you do.
Wow, you're not really saying much at all now.
Because I've been the motor mouth this time. So go ahead.
And then on Friday we have the opening of the Festival of the Arts at EPCOT.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be happening. We got to be there. I think you said 7:30's check-in, 7:30 to 8 or something like that.
Yeah. I'll be there in my winter jacket.
I'm gonna throw a snowball at you. Okay, let's run through the news. We don't have a lot of news because really they haven't really started pushing news yet.
It's been quiet.
It's been really quiet, which is kind of nice because we've been very busy anyway. But a new thing came out for Star Wars and Lego. Is the new power up for your Star Wars Lego creations, and it gives power to your Lego builds. It's a pretty cool thing. So if you're a Lego fan, you're definitely gonna want to check that out if you haven't already. The foodie rundown for the EPCOT's Festival of the Arts came out, and I know you were upset that they've messed up your deconstructed key lime
pie. They messed it up. There's no raspberries or anything.
They put nasty dark meat chicken. It's blasphemous. No, there's the full guide is on the site. They didn't put dark meat on that. So I know somebody's probably like, they put dark meat on that. That would really mess it up bad. Even if it was white meat chicken, I don't think it would be good on that at all. But you can see the full guide on the site. Again, all these news stories are hyperlinked in the show notes. You can click on any of them to read the full story on the site. Get ready for Valentine's Day at Disney parks. So we celebrate Valentine's Day at Disney.
It was merch. Yes.
Live action Tangled and Rapunzel and Flynn actors were announced.
Oh, yes.
And blew you away because you weren't expecting that.
It just popped out of nowhere, and yeah, I really wish they were not making a live action Tangled, but if they do it right, okay then.
Yeah, don't screw it up.
Don't screw it up.
Don't put no dark meat chicken in there.
Go ahead.
Universal Orlando Resort unveiled their 2026 dates for all their destination-wide events that they hold out there throughout the year. So you can see all the dates and when all the different happenings will be going on over there. SeaWorld Orlando and Aquatica announced their free 2026 preschool cards, which is a great thing for parents to grab that you can get for your preschoolers, and they can go to the parks for free. Blue Man Group makes its return to Orlando with a brand new home at Icon Park starting May 1st of this year, which we've known about that since the beginning when they first announced it. Again, with live Tangled news, Catherine Hahn is rumored to possibly be playing Mother Gothel.
She's in talks, and I'm so excited.
What's funny is that came out on your podcast last Thursday. You had talked about she would be your choice for Mother Gothel, and then the news broke.
Okay, so I recorded my podcast. This is true. I recorded my podcast, and I talked about the whole Tangled news and how I said, if you go listen, I said, I don't know who else they're going to cast, but my choice for Mother Gothel would be Catherine Hahn. And then I get done, we put out later that night, they announced that she's in talks.
Yeah.
And so I was on the right track.
Well, I heard what happened was Catherine was sitting there listening to your podcast. And she heard you say that. She's like, you know what? Get my agent on the phone. We need to talk to somebody over at Disney right now. And they called, and that's when the talks began. So it was kind of cool that
she knows I don't like dark meat. Neither does she.
She said no dark meat chicken.
No dark meat chicken.
New Disney Valentine's apparel debuted at Old Navy. You went and saw that.
I want the sweater so bad. Okay.
So that's all there. And then again, like yesterday, you were talking about we were at Disney Springs. We're actually talking about House of Mouse Expo with friends of ours, but we walked down in the Disney Style store and they had these new varsity jackets.
Cute.
Orange Bird, Emperor's Bird, and a new Mickey one that you put out that today. So,
I did.
So that's all the news. There really was not much news at all. So see, took us like 6 minutes to get from the end of our.
That's why I was trying to be quiet.
No, well now you can talk because now we got to.
I'm allowed to talk. So there's times that I feel like I don't want to talk or I can't talk very well, and then there's times that I'm feeling okay and I'm like, let it rip.
Well, we're gonna let it rip because you're gonna basically interview me about the House of Mouse Expo.
Yes, I am. And then you have a question for me afterwards, right?
Well, then we have another discussion after that, and then I have a question for you.
Okay, so don't leave us yet because we got
lots to talk about.
We got lots to talk about.
You want to go grab a snack? You can put us on pause. Go get a snack. Come back.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So House of Mouse Expo, for those of you that don't know, is Scott's project that he had been wanting to start an expo for years and years, and then was it 2001? We decided it was one.
2001, 221.
21. See, I'm all blinded by that dark meat pizza.
Okay, well, while you're thinking about dark meat pizza, it was actually in 2017 when we were at the D23 Expo that I came up with the whole big plan of my idea. But I knew there was no way we could do this, but you pushed me. You're like, you could do this, try it. So I called around the hotels. We went and visited a few hotels, found out what the price was, and I was like, nope, this isn't happening.
It's like absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Now, in hindsight, I look back at what those prices were, and I'm like, it could have probably worked because prices, now that I've done it and I know what prices are, it's like, okay, they were reasonable at the time.
Right. So this is something that you had wanted to do for a long time, and it was 21. Sorry. So this is year 4.
Right.
Or Expo number 4.
Expo 4. Yep.
Because we skipped a year.
Yeah.
To regroup and all that good stuff.
We weren't sure if we were going to do it, to be honest.
We really weren't. And I don't think people fully understand how much goes into planning an expo and all the parts that have to come together. And you are like the best organizer I've ever met in my entire life. Like, I can't remember anything, but you can put pieces together. And so let me ask you this. Being that that's how you are, like, I mean, he loves Legos. You know, he's the organizer for everything. Is it almost like fun or a challenge for you to be able to sit there and put something so big together?
Honestly, it's a challenge that I love.
Okay.
Because as stressful as it is, and you know how stressed I get with
It's
this expo.
stressful.
It's very stressful. But it's not just the stressful from the expo, but it's stress that Main Street Mouse is still running. Lost Princess Apparel is still running. Now we have TMSM Emporium that's running.
And doing well.
And plus the expo, and then our daily lives of just our normal
It's a lot.
house life of bills and house cleaning and all the stuff that goes into our household. Adding the expo into that mix, I probably am a little crazy to do this. But as I've stated, and people know, we believe, I put it in God's hands. That if it was going to happen, things would fall into place. And things fell into place in a way that I cannot explain how they fell into place. They just did.
They just did. And it's one of those things that we were just poking around. And then all of a sudden, the Wyndham really wanted to have us there.
Yeah, we went there from the advice of Lou Mangello, he's held his event there. He's like, hey, they're really great. It's a little bit smaller than venues we've worked with before, but it's on property.
Yeah.
That's a whole game changer right there. So I was
For sure.
like, but now when I first had the idea back in 2017, we went over to the Hilton at Disney Springs, and that's where I had the original quote for the space inside. And theirs is huge, and that would still be a dream to get it over there. 2 years.
2 years.
But so we went to the Wyndham, and we talked to him, and I went in with the head like, there is absolutely no way we're going to be able to do this. But I did it. I'll be honest with you. I did a lot of it to get the numbers so that way you would realize, no, we just can't.
What?
Yeah, I thought the price would be so high that you'd be like, okay, yeah, this isn't going to work. We can't do it. And then we got the price back, and you're like, that's all? And then I'm looking at it going, why is it so cheap? Honestly. And they were willing to work with us. And Michelle's got me on this thing to where I can't just be a yes man with any of this. And actually, many of our friends have told me I can't be a yes man.
We're all on his case this year.
So every time there was a little bit of pushback from the hotel, I said, okay, fine, we don't have to do it. Thanks, though. Appreciate all your time, blah, blah, blah. And they came back and they backed right back down to what it was originally.
And it's not even really, I don't want to say a back down. It was like if we couldn't.
If I couldn't do it, no hard feelings.
No hard feelings. Like if we couldn't, if they couldn't accommodate what we were asking for, I mean, it's still a great hotel.
It is.
It just, and we've looked at other venues and, and it's okay. So it's not like we were being jerks about it.
No.
It was more like, well, I can't do that, but thank you.
Yeah, it was, at first it was the date. I had one window of a date that I could do it at because of other things we were doing, and that date wasn't available. And then they actually talked to the other people, and the other people were willing to move their date. So they moved a date to get us in for the weekend we got. Something with the pricing that I don't know if I feel right about that. They fixed that. I mean, just everything. And I kept taking that as a sign. Like,
oh, sure.
Everything is falling into place. You've got to just go forward with this. So him and Hod, I had the contract in my hand early November. And I him and hawed, and I signed the contract December 31st. So
Yes.
literally, we are on day 13 of me agreeing to do this, and then we had New Year's and all that in there, and there were people were out of the office for a few days for the holidays and everything.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm on day 13, and honestly, a lot of stuff has fallen into place even since then. Of other stuff, other parts that have to go into the whole planning of
It is
this
just
thing.
rolling.
It's rolling along, and it's rolling along probably better than any of the previous years have.
Yeah, and you don't seem quite as like worried, not yet anyway, because I think that we have a lot of people in our corner and a lot of people that are determined to see this succeed. And like you had said, Disney property itself is a big thing.
Right, and I think that hindered us before because
Yeah.
people who were staying on property, because a lot of people don't rent a car, they don't come to Disney with a car rental or anything like that, so they rely on Disney transportation. And since we weren't on property, they would have to rent an Uber or a Lyft to get to where we were, and that's just inconvenient for people. But now that we're on property, they could take a bus to Disney Springs. If they're not staying at the hotel, they can get to Disney Springs and they can just walk to that pedestrian bridge and be there within minutes if
With
they
their
really
turkey
wanna-
sandwich.
With their turkey sandwich, if they want to. and I think that's going to be our game changer. I think we're going to have a lot of people who are on foot. Now, I encourage everybody to stay at the hotel because the convenience of the hotel is just phenomenal. Because
And they're giving us a great rate.
we are getting a great rate, which they've got basically two types of hotel there. They've got a newer area and an older area. But the rates start at $99 a night plus resort fees and
For
such like
Disney
that.
Springs, you
Disney Springs.
guys.
And that's for 3 days before our expo and 3 days after. And we're
And
going
this
to have
is special pricing, yes?
yeah, special pricing that we're going to have a link on the site, which we're in the process of building the site now. We should have it out hopefully within a couple more days. And then you'll be able to click on that link, reserve your room, and get that pricing that you need. And like I said, it could be for up to 3 days before the expo. It could be 3 days after the expo. You get that pricing. So there's a 9-day window there for your.
Which is pretty awesome.
It is. And the hotel, if you do stay there, you get all the benefits of staying at any Disney property. So you get early entry into the parks. You get Disney transportation to take you to the parks. You get a lot of stuff that you don't get if you're staying anywhere on 192 or anywhere on
Yeah.
the drive or anything like that. You get all those pluses being right there on property. Much smaller vendor floor than we've had in the past, but we've had so many vendors who previously vended with us asking us when it was coming back that once we release this, I have a feeling we're going to run out of vendor space pretty quickly because I think so many people want to come back because we even had vendors tell us moving to Disney property is a game changer.
It is. So before we move on to anything else, so let's say hypothetically, I have never been to a convention or an expo.
Okay.
But I'm a huge Disney fan.
Okay.
So tell me, if I buy a ticket to the House of Mouse Expo, what can I look forward to seeing?
Well, Michelle, here's what you can No, what you can expect is, and I'm taking this in the aspect you've never been to a convention, period, like a comic convention.
Yeah, like
Mega
what's
Con.
there?
So you're going to have a vendor floor of just things. And the way we do our vendor floors, you don't get a lot of repeats of the same items. So you'll get there'll be a Funko booth, but there'll also be somebody who hand makes stuff. There'll be a lot of crafts and things like that. So it's kind of that kind of stuff. There's a lot of artists who bring their interpretations of Disney drawings and such there. We are a very family friendly event. So everything in that room will either be Disney inspired, fan made, and it's a fun time. But that's just the vendor floor where you get to do your shopping and things like that. And there's some great videos of our previous floors that you can go out there and see. But then we have our celebrity area. And our celebrity area is where you can go and you can meet some of your celebrities that we're bringing in. And in the past, you guys, if you've heard our show at all, you know we've brought in Mickey Mouse. We brought in Bill Farmer as Goofy and Pluto. We've had Minnie Mouse, Caitlin Robrock. We've had
Jim Cummings.
Jim Cummings, who's Winnie the Pooh and basically every other voice outside of the ones I just named. We had the original Bambi. Donnie Dunnigan was at one of our shows with Peter Bain, who was Thumper. We've had Margaret Carey, who was the inspiration for Tinkerbell. Hocus Pocus, we've had still. House of Mouse Expo holds the record as having the largest Hocus Pocus reunion. We had 9 of the original cast members and then even one from the new movie because this was right after part 2 came out. So we had 10 of them there, which blew the doors off that weekend. That was for our second show. Doug Jones, who's been to 2 of our shows, fantastic person. I love Doug to death. He's such a great guest, and he's been to 2 of our shows. Lee Ehrenberg from the Pirates movies, Seinfeld, Once Upon a Time, lots of stuff. He's been there twice. He's a good friend of ours now. Jason Marsden's been there to help us get these things rolling. He's been fantastic. And many more guests. I'm not even naming them all, but that's just a small handful of our guests. But I'm taking it up a notch this year even. that this year I'm having guests that we haven't had in the previous years
Mhm.
because we've had a lot of repeats over the years. We've always had some
We've
repeats.
had some repeats.
This year, as of right now, there is no repeats, and I have most of the guest list filled. But I'm not going to tell anybody who it is yet.
You have to wait and find
You
out.
have to wait and find out. It's not going to be a first year we announced it. We announced everybody the first night,
Yeah.
and we were like, "Oh, we should have done that." But
So-
you'll be able to go and you'll be able to go meet these celebrities, get autographed photos of these. There will be a photo op area where professional photos are taken for you by a professional photo company that will print the photo out and give it to you right there, and then you can take the photo back to the person's booth and have them sign it later if you want.
That is nice.
It's a very nice feature. We have our after hours party on Saturday night.
I like a good party. Tell me about it.
do. So every year we've had a themed party. So the first year it was just kind of, I don't even think we had a theme that first year, did we?
Pleasure Island.
It was a Pleasure Island throwback party. I forgot all about that.
It
You're
was.
right.
But I don't know about conventions. I heard it's Pleasure
Oh, it
Island.
was Pleasure Island. You're right. And then year 2, it was a Hocus Pocus party. So people came dressed as their favorite Hocus Pocus characters. And it was funny because me and Ronnie came dressed as Larry and Tobias's characters from the movie who were there. And they both started cracking up when they saw us walk in because the celebrities actually come to our parties.
They do.
The third year party was a 90s throwback party because we were celebrating Goofy Movies celebration. We had all kinds of stuff going on with that, but people came dressed as their favorite 90s pop group. We had the Spice Girls there. We had Clueless stuff. We had Dumb and Dumber. We had all kinds of different costumes from different people there just coming to be a part of the party. And we had a DJ going, and this year's party, I think, is going to be the top. I think this one's going to blow everything away. And this year's party is going to be outdoors. It's going to be in an area back by their pool area there. So in August, it's going to be in the evening, but we're going to have a party back there. There's going to be food. There's going to be beverages. It's just going to be a fun time for that whole thing. I honestly, there'll be panels all weekend where you might be able to go hear your favorite artist come and talk to you for a little bit, or this person who was in this television show that you absolutely love. They're going to go do an 45-minute, hour-long talk about the show and what it was like beyond the show and be interviewed on stage. And sometimes they even take questions from the audience if there's time, a lot, and they get to hear all that stuff. So it's just a fun weekend for the true Disney fans.
It sounds like a very fun weekend.
You should buy tickets now.
You should totally
But
buy.
they're not on sale yet.
They're not on sale yet. So, will more information be coming there, Mr. Atwood?
Yes, as the website, like I said, the website, it's a process because we have to build it from scratch. We basically threw away the old site. We're starting all over, and it's being rebuilt completely from scratch. And we're working on that now. But again, like I said, we're only on day 13 of actually even signing the paperwork and all that stuff for this. So we're trying to get a lot of our ducks in a row. We need vendor applications for the vendors to be able to apply. We need ticket information to get the tickets applied. We need to know about the after hours party so we can announce that and what's going to be included in that. But a lot of stuff. There'll be VIP tickets where you get a lot of extra features. If you buy that ticket, you get a half hour early into the expo every day. You get a special line to go meet the celebrities. Lots of stuff is going to be coming. I'm going to try to put FAQ together on the website eventually. Please bear with me. I am trying best I can. Like I said, it's between this, Main Street Mouse, Lost Friends Apparel, TMSM Emporium, and our daily lives. So I'm trying to squeeze everything into one day, and there's only one of me and only 24 hours in a day, and I got to sleep sometimes.
So, are you saying that right now people should save the date?
Save that date, July 31st through August 2nd. Make sure, if you're not living here, book your ticket today. Call MEI Mouse Fan Travel. They will help you with all your planning to make sure you get here. Call the airlines. Get a reservation going. You're not going to want to miss this. I promise you're not going to want to miss this. I know the guests that are coming. I'm excited. There is not a guest on there that I'm not excited about right now. The 501st, if you know who those people are, they've done a lot. Star Wars costumers, and these are the people that make their costumes that are screen accurate costumes, and they've been in Disney used to use them for Star Wars weekends years ago. They've been used on some of the different Disney Plus shows as background actors and stuff because they couldn't get all the costumes to do enough for background actors, so they hired the 501st or brought them in to be part of the cast for these different shows like The Mandalorian and Book of Boba and stuff.
Well, thank you for all that information, and I will be looking for that website to be updated with all the fun and tickets and all that good stuff soon.
HouseOfMouseExpo.com. If you go there now, you can see the announcement video we put out the other day, which has got a really cool Star Wars theme
Super
to it.
cool.
That I told Michele, I said, if I'm ever going to bring this back, this is how I want to do the announcement, and I did it, and people loved it.
People loved it.
Some people actually said they had tears.
They did.
Goosebumps, tears. I mean, I've had so many people over the last 2 years say, you've got to bring it back. You've got to give it one more shot. I have to have it. And the word of mouth is spreading this year. like a wildfire.
It really is.
So,
I'm excited too. Now that I know about the House of Mouse Expo, I am very excited. And I appreciate you telling me.
You're welcome. So we have 7.5 months. So get your tickets. Get your airline tickets, your hotel, have the reservation information for that soon.
Save the date.
Save it. Come home.
Come home. Absolutely.
Are you done interviewing me now?
I'm done now.
Are you back to Michele, who knows all about?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm back to Michele that knows everything.
So we were also going to have another small discussion really quick about EPCOT.
Okay.
And because the Festival of the Arts is kicking off this Friday.
Uh-huh.
And me and you raised the question to each other, is EPCOT gotten to be too many festivals? I know people joke about it all the time. It's the park of festivals.
Right.
Is it too much of a good thing because we have all these festivals? You know, that when one ends, you've got like a 2 to 3 week period, it seems like. Sometimes it's a little bit longer, but it's just a couple
Sometimes
weeks.
it's less.
Sometimes it's less, and you're thrown right into the next festival. And is it too much? Because honestly, when there's no festival going on, EPCOT's a great park to visit because there's hardly anybody there if there's no festivals going on.
So you raised a point that I didn't think of when we were talking about it before the show. Follow me. Okay. So EPCOT used to be, there was no Festival of the Arts up until like 7 years ago.
Because we've been there. Yeah, we've been.
Yeah, we were there to the original one that they threw together, and there was like no merchandise or anything.
Nothing. They even had a pin.
Yeah, it was funny. So when we first moved here, like you looked forward to Flower and Garden, which was much shorter, by the way.
Much shorter.
It did not go on for months and months like it does now. Same thing like Food and Wine. They didn't run together like that. You didn't have like a couple weeks in between. You had a couple months in between.
Right.
Because Food and Wine was supposed to be the fall festival.
And that was the big one that every year that was the main festival.
The big foodie festival, yes.
Foodie festival.
And then Festival of the Holidays is only like a month long.
Yeah.
And which I love, by the way. And it did kind of run pretty quickly after Food and Wine because of the timing.
Right, because you're right. The timing, because they have to get it in for the
because of the holidays, you can't change the holidays.
Right.
Okay, so now with Festival of the Arts as well, after COVID, they changed everything, and I mean Disney changed so much, good, bad, and different. And they made EPCOT into like a year-round festival. Mm-hmm. So now I think people are a bit spoiled because you go to EPCOT now, and if there's no festival going on, first of all, like you said, there's nobody there because there's no festival.
Right.
And some people find it, dare I say, boring because there aren't the extra food booths. There isn't the extra entertainment. There's not the extra things to see.
One thing I wanted to mention, too, so back in the day, the food booths that were brought out, they'd bring them out like a week before the festival would start, and you start to get excited because, it's almost festival time. Now they just leave them out.
Because there's another festival coming.
Another festival. They might take away a couple of them because they don't need as many.
They just change the sign.
But a lot of those booths stay out all year round now because they know it's going to be, we're starting the next festival in a month. Why pick it up and move it off to bring it back?
Yeah, it's like there's no surprise anymore because you know there's one coming. So I have mixed feelings about that because I think I was gonna totally like slam the idea of your own festivals until you made the point that you made. Okay, you changed my mind. Like right here.
Okay.
And me saying people are spoiled because I feel like I'm spoiled now. Like when I go and there's no festival, I'm like, boo. Like, okay, so there's nothing going on. And the dumb part is, the stupid part is that I might complain that there's no festival. Now, when there is a festival, to throw myself under the bus yet again. So the concert lineup comes out beforehand. I never think to look who's playing EPCOT tonight.
Right.
And I miss them all. Unless it's something that I know for sure I want to see. Like like Joey Fatone and Friends is one of my favorites.
Oh, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy's one that we always want.
Yes, they're so good. But we don't always get to go because of life. We live here.
Right.
And So I'm not even sure why I feel like I need them all the time when I don't take advantage of them. The only one that I feel hurried to take advantage of is Festival of the Holidays.
Which is our favorite of the 4. That's the best one,
Yes.
in our opinion.
But I've grown to love Festival of the Arts, and I'm not even sure. I think, you know what it is? I think it's the different artist booths around. It reminds me of an up north craft fair, street fair.
It does, because you have so many great artists that come there to show their talent. And that's how it is for me, though. Festival of the Holidays, number 1. Festival of the Arts is number 2. And then the other 2, I could,
They're
go,
okay.
I go for the concerts at the other 2. I don't go for any of I don't care about the food booths are never.
But we like Flower and Garden better than Food and Wine.
Oh, definitely.
Because of the topiaries.
That's the least one I want to go to because it is so crowded.
Too crowded.
They get the better musical acts.
They do.
Food and Wine. But the park to go on like a Friday or Saturday night is just absolutely insane how crowded it is.
No, and when you live 10 minutes from property, you have that option of going, nah, I don't think so.
I don't have to put up with it, so I'm
not. I'm not putting up with this crowd. So yeah, I mean, I changed my mind mid-topic because
it was your topic.
I know. It wasn't pulling my topic because I think what annoyed me more was that the saturation of things. Now, when I say saturation, okay, so the Disney community, online community, news outlets, the whole thing in general have become very saturated. But the parks themselves have as well. And what I mean by that is like, okay, merchandise.
Oh, yeah.
Up until this year, I have seen people like, stand in line and really duke it out almost for merchandise. Now, it kind of stopped when Disney got smart and started putting the merch online.
Yes.
So that took care of that.
Yep.
But it's always, okay, don't get mad at me, you people out there. But Figment. Okay, so Figment is represented on merchandise for everything. Festival of the Arts is the biggest one. Then you see him fluttering around on merchandise with the orange bird. I mean, they have orange bird, but then there's Figment usually. Right. And then you see like Figment with a wine bottle, for food and wine. And then, thank the good Lord, he's not really part of the holiday merchandise.
Right,
except,
no.
Yeah. This year, they had the blue Figment sweater.
Yeah.
And I don't like that because the Festival of the Holidays, see what I mean? Saturation. So what it should have been was usually you have Mickey and Minnie with like green and red merchandise with the Christmas tree, whatever else. But no, they had that blue Figment sweater.
I have a question for you, though.
What's that?
Let's think back.
Oh, boy.
Do you think when Disneyland and Disney first opened that some people felt the same way about Mickey Mouse being on everything?
No, because he's Mickey Mouse.
But was he as popular in 1955 as he is today?
Absolutely.
You think he's as popular then as he is today?
With the people.
I'm going to say he's probably bigger today than he was.
I'm saying for the time.
But what I'm
for
saying,
the time
though, is the way you feel about Figment, like saturation, that's basically what they did. Mickey was just put on everything.
Oh, no.
How many mouse years?
Contrary. Okay, let me stop you for a minute. You just stop right there.
Okay.
You stop in them tracks.
I'm just trying to raise a point that you might not have thought about.
Okay, and here's why I differ.
Okay.
Mickey Mouse is everywhere.
I know.
In a good way. You see Figment at EPCOT because there's that crappy ride over there.
Well, he's the icon of that park.
It's
not Spaceship Bird, not the golf ball. It's Figment.
Okay, but it's got a crappy ride.
Right.
All right. So I do feel I loved it more. Follow me. I loved it more when instead of Figment everywhere, that they focused on the tiles of Spaceship Earth on merchandise and the different countries. Okay. I loved that when they used to focus on like the countries and different things.
Right.
But now like Figment is crammed up everybody's nose and it's like, okay, enough already. I don't, you know what? And I sound like a big hater, which I kind of am. But okay, I'm gonna admit there's some Figment merchandise that I have seen in the past for like Flower and Garden that I thought was cute that I would actually wear.
And I think you should also state, though, that your hate for Figment comes from the current Figment and how annoying he is.
He needs a timeout.
He needs a timeout. Where the old Figment you didn't have a problem with. The original one. It was when they changed him into the ride and they made him what he is today. That's the one you have the problem with.
Right. And explain this to me.
Okay.
All right? Explain it. Figment is all over the merchandise. You got Figment cake. You got Figment popcorn buckets.
Ice cream cone.
Ice cream cone. Flavored popcorn. All right. But there's hardly ever a line for his ride. His ride is almost always walk on. Nobody goes over there.
Well, it's kind of like Wish. They're trying to push it harder than they need to.
Okay, Wish is like bye. Okay, that didn't happen. They couldn't make Wish happen.
Well, they still got to float in Starlight.
And they're never going to make Wish happen. All right?
Well,
but
Wish
Figment
comes
is
out next
different.
week. No,
Figment is different. So I think people love what Figment symbolizes.
say that, yes.
I don't think it's so much about the ride because you never see people over there.
No, it's the nostalgia that Figment and the whole
Yes,
creation of him.
I'll agree with that.
And the Dream Finder and all that.
Yes.
It was great creation. If I'm not mistaken, Tony Baxter created Figment and the Dream Finder back in the day.
I'm not sure on that.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And it symbolized something great when it came out in the 80s. Has that translated now? But Epcot is not what it was in the 80s either.
No,
or even the 90s.
No, absolutely not.
They've had to change the whole vision of the park because the vision of the park was supposed to be about learning about the different cultures and learning about the different countries and all this stuff.
And learning in general.
And somewhere along the line, they realized we don't have kids coming to this park, which is keeping the adults from coming to this park. So we have to put characters that the kids are going to want to come and see into this park to get the adults to come to this park.
Absolutely, and I agree with you.
And for a long time, it was the only park you could drink at. Before the studios opened, it was the only other park there was, and people went there because they could drink. Happily. Because I will never forget the Roseanne episode where all the Roseanne family from the show comes to Walt Disney World, and they're running down Main Street, and Dan stops the first place. I'd like to get a beer. They're like, oh, we don't serve beer at the Magic Kingdom. Now they do. But they're like, where do you serve beer? He's like, Epcot. You see him running down Main Street, and they're playing the When You Wish Up.
Like he is heading over to Epcot.
Yeah. So I think, I don't know, I don't like that they changed Epcot's original meaning so much.
And it seems as though it's just going to continue to change. And but everything Disney has changed. Yeah. But yeah, so the long and short of it when I say saturation is I think these things can be a good thing or a bad thing. And I think that Disney has trained us Disney goers to want there to be a festival all the time. Yeah. And the Figment thing, like I said, I will also stand on the hill of I don't think it's so much about the ride. I think it's about the nostalgia of Figment.
Right.
And I truly believe that.
Yeah.
But I also think that too much of a good thing can be a little bit much.
I agree. With
so
you.
that's
100%.
But yeah, so I was going to say no on all the festivals, but now I'm like, I totally would be bored without them.
You would be, because there's really, I mean, as much as we rip on the Animal Kingdom for not having a lot to do.
Oh, boring.
Outside of the festival, there's not a lot to do at Epcot either.
I mean,
Guardians
guess.
is too long of a wait.
It's the lines.
It is.
It's the lines that kill it.
Ratatouille, I don't like screens. I mean, I know you're in a physical cart that's moving through the attraction, but you're still seeing a lot of screens, so that's why I'm not really a big fan of it.
Right.
I love Spaceship Earth. I think I always will. It needs an update.
It does. I like Soarin'.
You like Soarin'. Test Track is, well, we're...
You haven't been on the new one yet.
And I still don't care.
Oh, my God. So, you...
I will not wait in line for Test Track because I never liked either of the first two versions of Test Track.
See, now you don't like Test Track like I don't like Journey into Imagination.
Because I just don't care about it. To me, it's just not... It's just, why am I going to wait in line to ride in a car that I can do the same thing on I-4?
Well, it's not quite the same as
You're right,
going on
I
I-4.
have control.
Okay, all right, fair enough. All right, so yeah, I think we can move on from this topic because Epcot festivals all the time. They've just spoiled us to having it.
They really have. Okay, I have a question for you this week.
I hope it's not about Figment.
So, Michelle, I'm having a child. I want to name them Figment. No, I'm just joking.
No.
Actually, this question was sent in by Hannah Prokop.
Hi, Hannah.
And I'm gonna read you the question. I got something to say before I let you answer it. So let me ask the question. I have something else to say, and then you can answer the question. So she says, I have a question for Michele. I'm having a baby this month, and my son turns 3 in February. Is it unrealistic to plan a Disney day or a Disney trip with a 3-year-old and a 4 to 5-month-old in June? Now, let me preface this. I talked to Hannah today because I emailed her to let her know I was going to be asking you the question. She had the baby on the 10th.
Congratulations.
That's what I told her too. Yes, she messaged me and she told me they had the baby. Mom and baby, as far as I know, are doing well.
Oh
for
my
her
gosh,
to email me back, they're doing
congratulations.
well. But yeah, I wanted to let you know that before I let you answer the question. So the baby is here. She told me the name and everything, but I don't want to give away details unless she said it was okay.
Okay, tell me later.
Yeah, I can tell you later. But yeah, so congratulations to their family.
Oh my gosh.
Mom, dad, and new big brother.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for you.
Yes.
Oh, congratulations. God bless you guys.
So now you can go ahead and answer her question.
Oh my gosh, I'm smiling ear to ear. I don't know if you can like hear the smile in my voice. This is awesome. Okay, so this question is right up my alley because I had babies that were 3 years apart. So at one point, I took a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old to Disney. And even when, I'll try not to bore you with all the details, but even when I had my first son, Andrew, and he was going to be a Disney kid come hell or high water. This was just how it was going to be. And I mean, he got Disney stuff before he was even born. And when he was right before his first birthday, I took him to Disney for the first time. And I had found out that as long as they can sit on your lap or have back strength, and this is at the time, they can go on the ride. So I could take him on Small World. I took him on, different things like that.
He loved Alien Encounter.
Shut up. I take him Alien Encounter. So when Aiden came along, Andrew was a really good kid, never gave me problems, so I figured I could pull this off to have a toddler, basically, and a 1-year-old, because I waited until Aiden was 10 months old. I tried to go the same route, and I will tell you that those are some of the best memories because it worked out. Because Aiden could sit on my lap. Andrew was also, but he was really adventurous. He wanted to go on all the big stuff. But he could also go on rides. It wasn't hard because I was so used to dealing with them at home that it just felt like second nature to just do it somewhere else. And at one point I had 2 strollers, and then I don't even know if I ever used a double. No, I never did because Andrew wanted to walk. He was very independent. But sometimes I made him sit in the rented stroller because he wanted to walk. And all I can say is there's something special about seeing Disney through your children's eyes. I'm going to cry. Those memories are wonderful, and I wish I could have them again. So, Hannah, what I'm going to tell you is don't let those memories escape something that you could have. Because now that my kids are taller than me and, those days are in the past, I wish I could have them again. So absolutely take them. You take all the pictures, take them on the rides that they can go on. You use that photo pass if you want to. You buy them the ears.
Go get that Mickey picture.
Go get the Mickey picture. All the things that you could do, you won't be sorry. I found it very easy. They just were really good kids. I don't know what to say, but it was easy, and it was beautiful, and it was wonderful, and I would give anything to have that back for one day, just one day. So do it. Make those memories. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. You just got to plan ahead. Make sure you have a diaper bag. You know, make sure you have snacks. Make sure you have wipes. Make sure you have sunscreen.
But if you don't, they do have stuff.
They do have you.
there
They
that
have the
you
baby
can-
care areas. I
Yeah.
never used the baby
Mhm.
stations because I was a walking baby station. I always
And I don't even know how much they had them back then, but now they're pretty well equipped with everything you could possibly. If you forgot one thing, they most likely will have it in there for you
Right.
to use it.
Right. I had everything equipped, and I brought my own stroller for Aiden, and it had the under compartment.
Right.
You know what I mean, like a stroller does. So I had a bag with all of the things that he needed, and all the things that Andrew needed. You know, a 4-year-old still needs things,
Right.
and it worked out fine. I just planned ahead. And we had full days, and we had happy days, and took them by the pool and let them splash around, and it was wonderful. Do it. I say do it. And people told me not to then, my dad, and that those kids aren't going to remember. They're too young to go to Disney. Want, want, want. And he couldn't have been more wrong. And now he knows he's wrong. Because my nephews are exactly 3 years apart,
Right.
like Andrew and Aiden. And a couple years ago, they went to Disney, and he was all about it.
Mm-hmm.
So people change. And just be prepared. Take a ton of pictures. Get the mouse ears on their heads. Ice cream on their faces, of course, with a Mickey bar. And absolutely do it and enjoy every second of it.
So there you go. There's your answer, Hannah. Again, congratulations to you and your family.
Congratulations.
Very happy for you.
What a wonderful question. Thank you for that.
So if you have a question for Michele you'd like me to ask her on the air, and as you could probably tell, she did not know this question ahead of time.
No, because I was smiling and crying.
You can email me, scott@themainstreetmouse.com, and I will ask it on air to her. Also, we've had a few people message Michele to ask me a question on air, and you can do that, Michele@themainstreetmouse.com. It's Michele with one L, not two. Also, Michele's Daydream Leaving podcast comes out every Thursday evening. If you'd like to make a comment, show suggestion, or just anything about her show, you can email her again, Michele@themainstreetmouse.com, and she will message you back. She will comment. She will give your question on air for that show as well. I'll run through our sponsors real quick. As we mentioned earlier, our official travel partner of the Main Street Mouse is MEI Mouse Fan Travel. Great specials right now for Walt Disney World trips. Make sure you get out there and check those out. If you're planning a trip anytime soon, check it out. One of their travel advisors will help you plan the perfect trip. But if you're not coming to Walt Disney World, you're going to Disneyland, or you want to go on a Royal Caribbean ship or something like that, they can help you with all that. So reach out to MEI Mouse Fan Travel. They are the experts, and they will plan the perfect trip for you. And they will also make sure you get the best pricing there is available.
Absolutely.
Our official transportation partner of the Main Street Mouse is the Genie Transportation Services. They will help make your Orlando trip effortless. You can enjoy safe, reliable rides from the airport to your hotel, port, or even just a night out if you're in town. If you're traveling with kids, they have car seats and everything available for you in the cars. You can visit them at thegenieorlando.com for all your needs with the transportation. And our official scooter and stroller partner, Kingdom Strollers, been with us since day one, our longest partnership. They can help you with any rental. They will deliver it to wherever you're staying. They will pick it up at the end of your trip, and they are fantastic people to work with. If you have a problem, no matter, I was just talking to Matt the other day about them, but even if you have a problem in the middle of the night, there's a number you can call, and they will help you. It's the best they can any time of day to take care of any issues you're having. So KingdomStrollers.com. Any one of our sponsors, please let them know you heard about them on the Main Street Mouse, because supporting their businesses helps support our business, and we're thankful for all three of them, and we're thankful that they can offer services that all of our listeners can help or can use at their discretion. So that's all I have for this week. Thank you guys so much for listening. You're going to hear a lot about House of Mouse Expo over the next 2 months, so I'm apologizing now. But it's going to be a great time. I hope many of you can make it. If not all of you can make it, we'd love to have you come out and have a time. And if you do come out, find me and Michele on the floor. We'd love to meet people, and just come introduce yourselves, and we'd love to meet you and talk to you for a few minutes. I'm done.
You're done. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Come hang out with us, because we know how to throw a party, and it's a party all weekend long. It's a great time. HouseOfMouseExpo.com and House of Mouse Expo on all the socials. speaking of socials, be sure to follow us on the Main Street Mouse on your favorite platform or platforms. We are everywhere, and so am I, Michelle Atwood, all over there too. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for supporting. Don't forget tmsemporium.com. We have some really cool stuff offering there too. And on that note, I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, magical week ahead, and we will see you real soon.
Our trip around the Magic Kingdom is almost complete. I can't thank you enough for spending part of your day with me. And I hope you've enjoyed your journey as much as I've appreciated being a part of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please gather your belongings, watch your head and step as you exit, and take small children by the hand.
On behalf of our entire flight crew, thanks for soaring with us.
Now I will raise the safety bar, and a ghost will follow you home.
Some imagination, huh?